and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I am joined by Ben from NolanTCG.
Hello.
And Kurt from Locals.
Hi.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's start with Kurt.
Well, Tuesday I played my Sword Cash for the last time because I
Okay.
keep just it's not bricking, it's just
The problem that I sort of highlighted, I don't know if I highlighted to you, maybe behind your back slightly, is that they're two engines that run side by side but not together.
yeah.
It's like
That
you
was
have to
the
open
main
the
problem.
perfect hand to have like that nice integrated board, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't happening for you.
But
Yeah.
it gives him access to Psychic and Punisher.
True.
How often did you summon Psychic and Punisher?
I played it the first time I played it and I took it out. So I never played it.
So that was fun.
I just don't like the card.
So what'd you play today then?
Today I played Blackwing Dragon Lane.
Ooh, okay. I have seen that going around.
There was the important part where he got locked to Synchros.
Yes.
What part of it locks you into synchros? Is it once you use the spell?
No, spells are fine.
Sudri adds a Blackwing from deck to hand. That doesn't lock you. The second effect where you tribute a monster and special summon a level 2 token locks you into synchros.
Ah. Okay.
So I was versing Leo, did that, realized, I can make Muddy Mud Dragon here and go into Dragoon. Oh wait, no, I'm locked into synchros again. Anyway, but today went pretty fine. One against Sky Striker, then one against Jesse's Subterra branded. And then Leo, I made him think. So that was the good thing. Made him try.
Gold Pride, baby.
No, not Gold Pride.
Was he playing Gold Pride?
No, he was
I was
playing
gonna say, I think he's
Dragon
playing Bestial Control.
Yeah. Bestial Control, Dragon Link.
It's
Link.
same.
Same thing.
Less rockets in the other one.
Yeah.
Ben.
And then-
So, on Tuesday night I played Dinosaur.
Uh-huh.
I'm not playing Dinosaur no more.
God, Tuesday was just the death of decks.
Yeah, like, I didn't resolve an Oviraptor all night. And that was rough. It was just Oviraptor Ash. Okay. Oviraptor Imperm. Okay. Oviraptor get hit with something else probably. I'm like, okay. No problem. Didn't resolve a single OV and I was like, this deck really hurts if you can't resolve the OV. So I chose to play a different deck that you desperately need one card to resolve in. So now I'm playing Fireman. Fireman is the best deck in the world right now. Depending on deck cutoff and like set cutoffs for worlds, I'm backing Fireman to win worlds. I'm making the proclamation right now.
Well, considering your last
If-
proclamation was Tier, which has been torn the fuck apart.
The
it's,
team will still win worlds. I didn't say which worlds. It'll win worlds. Yeah, no. If Duelist Nexus is legal, because it comes out before worlds for us, it's exclusively if it is legal. I think that Fireman will win worlds. Deck's
Interesting.
insane. With that new support, it's like incredible. And
Okay.
so many other things have been hit that it's like, and it's the best deck in Japan right now. So like,
So you're playing Fireman today?
yeah, I played Fireman today. It went fine. Like, yeah. There was at one point, so reverse round one, first hand against Jesse. Like, I lost every die roll today as well. Like, I think the highest thing I rolled was a 7. And then it was like, yeah, 7 against Jesse, you still lost the die roll. Then it was like 3 and 3. And I was like, yeah,
Perfect.
this is how this goes. I'm just rolling 3s for the rest of the day. So I lose die roll. I don't know what he's playing because he just opens Branded Fusion, makes Dragoon, and passes. And I'm like, I don't know what you're playing here. Turns out he was playing Subterra, which is bad when I started in my Gozen matches for game 2. I just hard opened a bunch
you can
of
only
Gozen.
summon dragons. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I opened 3 Gozen match and I was like, set 1 Gozen match, pass. But yeah, game 1 I shouldn't have scooped. I like got hit with Droll on after using the Banish to add 1 deck to hand. That card.
Uh-huh.
Lost, no. World something? I don't know. Small World, that's it. Small World. So I did that, added the level 1, and then got Drolled and I was like, oh, I'll scoop. But I had every card in my hand that I was going to search, so I was like, didn't need to do that. It would have been good if I could search one more card, but didn't need to scoop. But I scooped anyway. And then game 2, yeah, it was just like, goes and shit hand. I was like, yes, this is bad. Round 2, played Chad, beat Chad, who's playing Striker.
Of course he is.
Yeah, like, both times I resolve, eventually, like, it was a lot of back and forth grind until I eventually just resolved the turbulence and won. Like, both games that I won, I was just like, yep, back, forth. Like, he negated the turbulence on my first turns, and then I just kept myself in the game because it's Striker, they're not going to kill you anymore. And then once I resolved the turbulence, game was over. And then round 3, I played against Luke, lost the die roll into Thingamabob, the water deck, the Blue Girls.
Marincess.
Yeah, that was... He went, like, full combo. I opened, like, just the Impulse, so I set up, like, a basic board, and then just couldn't get through. He, like, also hard opened his negates. So
how fun.
That card's not once per turn. I was like, okay, cool, I've got this. I can play through your 4 negates. There was a 5th negate because it's not once per turn, and I was like, fuck, okay. And yeah, that was my week in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right. My week. Shorter week this week because I had things down the Highlands for today, so I wasn't available.
Jake went to the Highlands.
I did. It was very fun. Yes. But on Tuesday, I was still playing Dogmatical Ritual. Still very fun. My deck is not dying to Tuesday results. Got to the finals and, yeah, just bricked. Just saw all Bestials and no engine, as it tends to happen. But it kept me in the game because I was versing Bestials as well. So my Bestials were counting his in them. Like, it was a bit of back and forth, but it still wasn't the game plan I was trying to go by.
I should put a bunch of stuff in my extra deck just to fuck with your deck.
You could do that.
Because, like, my extra deck's relatively useless.
Okay. You're welcome to do that, because if I do the extra deck thing, my stuff is unaffected by it, so I do not care.
No, I just get a bunch of value from whatever. I'm just going to put a bunch of value cards in there.
Okay, you can search as many rituals as you... Yes.
Yeah, but, like, I put a Guru in there. I put the Cyber Dragon to summon a Macabre. Nentis is useless, but I put an Omega in there so I can put other stuff back.
Yeah.
You're welcome to do that. You also don't need your extra deck, so, like, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Actually, I used my extra quite a lot today. I didn't use the part that I put in there to help me against blowout cards, but... Yeah, I need to put a Platinum Gadget in there. That's the one card where I was playing, and I was like, oh, in this exact situation, Platinum Gadget's insane. But just didn't have it. And I was like, okay. It doesn't matter, but it would have been cool.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, still quite happy with the deck. There's a couple of things in the extra deck that I might change out purely because they're not getting used and I feel like there's better targets. So yeah, a little bit of playing around with that as well as maybe some sides. But yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how it's performing. So we'll see how that continues leading up to Oceanics, which is real soon now.
2 weeks away.
Real soon.
We'll record the podcast live from Oceanics. Be there or be circular.
Shut up.
Circular got put to 1, yeah?
It did, yeah.
Good. That was my joke. That was my joke. You can be the one circular.
The one. So, moving on to some news. So we start with Master Duel. So currently we have the event running for the Legend Anthology Academy.
This was incredibly easy.
It was very easy when you nerf pretty much every deck. Thankfully, I didn't have to craft any garbage decks because I already had a garbage deck available for me in Time Thieves. So that was fun. I did change it up a little bit because like I lost all of my hand traps, which made it a little bit more difficult. But I could play some other funky stuff. I can't remember what it's called, some Xyz Dolphin or something. When you summon an Xyz, that summons itself, something, blah blah blah.
Xyz Dolphin, yes.
I think that's what it's called.
I actually think this is what it's called.
Yeah. So yeah. Quite fun. You do get a little annoyed that you're losing to like random shit. Like I lost to fucking Gunkin's ship, and then I lost to Blue Eyes at some point.
I lost to Super Heavy Samurai Lock.
Lock?
Yeah. So my opponent
How Lock?
summoned the Tarantula.
Oh yeah.
And then the Super Heavy Samurai that just pokes direct, and then comes back from grave when it dies.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, oh, eventually I'm gonna lose here. Like I'm locked out of being able to actually win. I'm just gonna scoop and not waste my time. Like, and that's the good thing about Master Duel.
Yeah, you don't
Your
have to
opponent
waste
plays
your
two
time.
cards and you go, well,
I can't beat that.
Good.
Goodbye.
Especially in this, it's like you can either wait for them to do their 3-minute combo, and get your 50 coins when you lose, or you can just leave, join another match, and
Yeah,
save
your
the 3
500
minutes.
from winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is very much like that. Sometimes I'll just quit because I'm sick of watching. Like, they might not have full combo, but they look like they have enough, and I'm just like, I really don't want to watch you wank
Especially
yourself
when you're
off.
playing in these like shit tier format
Exactly.
stuff. You can look at your hand and be like, I ain't playing through nothing. Like, I was playing Blind Second Super Heavy Samurai, not Super Heavy Samurai, Gem Knights. And, like, when I was playing against the guy playing, what's the Abyss Actors? That was it. And I was like, to everyone at locals, like, does Abyss Actors end on a gate? And everyone was like, no. And I was like, oh, cool, I've won. They do end on a negate.
Not in the game.
It's a negate. It stops your effect from doing what your effect was going to do. It's a negate.
It's not in the game.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Your effect resolved. It just wasn't your effect anymore.
You didn't listen to the words that just came out of my mouth.
I know, but these are the words that you're rephrasing because I got you with the words that I said on Tuesday. You've had time to refine your argument.
And I got your auntie.
What'd you say?
And I got your auntie.
I don't have any aunties.
I was going to say uncle. And then I was like...
So yeah, that one's going at the moment. I think as of maybe today or tomorrow, the Synchro Festival starts as well.
Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Australian time. I can't wait.
Can you actually not?
I really don't give two fucks because jump speed is banned.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's like...
You can't go fast.
I won't feel very
But you
alive.
can't go as fast, at least. That's weird that they've banned junk speed. Like, I kind of get it, because, like, if people haven't got as many hand traps and things running around, it's probably a little obnoxious. Like, I would understand junk speeder being banned, but they also need to ban Protoss, which I feel like they probably haven't.
So what's all?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm just going in there with Sword Soul, and if I have Protoss, it's just free.
Yeah, but that means
Is
everyone
Protoss
will be
not
fine.
banned in Master Duel yet?
No.
Why did I ever stop playing Sword Soul?
Ronga Miniad's still not banned, bro.
Okay.
And Sales ban. You just summon Rongo, Sales ban called Rongo. Oh, I have a permanent floodgate.
Okay. Sure.
And I think we are due for the next trial thing. I just don't know what it is.
The trial thing?
Yeah, so we had the trial last week where it was the pre-con decks, and now... Oh, wait, no. Did we talk about it last week? I feel like we
did.
talked about it last week.
We
but I
talked
can't
about it.
remember
It
what-
was shit. You got one pack.
Yeah. They're all like that. But I'm saying, like, the next one, like, what decks and things it involves.
Oh, I don't care.
Sure.
I've officially decided I'm not going to play those trials anymore. Like, why would I waste 20 minutes of my time to get one pack?
Because it's fun. You get to try new things. That's
it
why you
fun?
don't like it. You don't like to try new things.
Not when I looked at those 3 decks for the last one and I was like, why would I ever want to play any of these decks?
Well, I was thinking,
feel personally
you verse other people that are not playing those decks, don't you?
No,
No,
you only verse
it's-
people playing
yeah,
those decks.
It's
Ah,
like effectively
okay.
a room you all choose from those same decks.
It's shit.
I haven't played Master Duel in ages.
You should.
It's
Very
okay.
fun.
Don't worry about it. You don't need to.
But anyway, moving on to the physical card game, we have some announcements of cards coming from Age of Overlords. The first of which is probably the most interesting from this week, which is the Horus archetype.
From here, it looked like a Mech Knight. I was like, and they gave
I mean-
Mech Knight support? Is
I
that a
mean,
retrain of yellow?
Eventually there will be. Fucking yellow and orange and green all need retrains.
No, it's fine. You
The
can play
rest
one
are
of them.
wood. No.
Which one do you play? Is it red's the one you play?
Oh, you play red and yellow as like removal-y kind of things.
Yeah.
But you specifically of the ship ones just play an orange if you're running Sangan, because Sangan can search it, and its summon effect isn't an effect, so you can still set up columns and do the thing.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But anyway, Horus archetype. So at the moment there's 4 monsters. All of them special summon themselves from the graveyard if you've got a specific continuous spell called Pharaonic Sarcophagus. The Pharaonic Sarcophagus discards a card and puts them in the graveyard. So it's all kind of fine in that regard. And then there's a monster that like discards itself another card, searches sarcophagus, and draws you a card. So it's
I
No
just
name.
looked at the way that they summon back and then looked at their attack stats and was like, this deck will be good.
yeah. Like only one of them has like no stats initially,
They just
but
got
then
the
it also
cost per
gained.
effect.
It gains attack.
Yeah, it gains a 1200 for every Horus monster you control. So
So
it
they
just
discard
becomes
for
massive.
effect or
This specific one does. The rest of them don't discard for anything.
No.
The rest of them you just need in
does the spell card discard for effect?
discard for cost.
Nature elements.
Yeah.
Good.
It's fine. And then they've got a trap as well that's like summons it back from grave off turn.
The trap's good.
The trap is good.
Just as it's a discard fodder, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then it just comes back for free.
Yeah.
It's an interesting archetype.
I like it. Yeah. It's
Oh.
going to be fun. At the moment, all the builds I'm seeing are just like rank 8 and Synchro 10 Turbo. So like you set up a Baron and the Hope Harbinger and all that kind of nonsense.
If they add a planet or like just a field spell, that adds.
You
it
can
would
tell
be
that you've
nuts.
only played the game within a certain time frame
When a
because you
planet,
just
yeah.
called a field spell a planet.
Planet. If they have a field spell that adds a monster, it's nuts because you just add the one that adds the spell.
Yeah, well, look, there can't be too many one-card combos running around, and depending on how much I want to push this may never get that level of field spell.
I reckon.
It could get a second wave of support.
Oh, it'll definitely get a second wave at some stage. I just don't know whether it'll be Prime Planet
Yes.
Horacy Boracy.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. What are we abbreviating that to?
I'm gonna skip Duelist Nexus
Hobo.
and I'm gonna
Yeah,
play.
okay.
Yes.
PB Hobo.
Just get Duelist Nexus still. I need those, the firemen. Yeah.
Well, they're not gonna be that hard to get, are they?
It depends. What are the
Depends
secrets?
if they
What
are,
if I
in
need
fact, the
Starlights?
actual best deck running around. Well, you've got the Collector's Res, right? So, yeah, if they do end up...
I'm gonna need those.
yeah, you're going to need them. I need it. So, some more cards that are coming out in Age of Overlords. We've got some further support coming out for the cards from Wild Survivors. So, we start with your favourite, the Dinos. They get a Link 3.
yeah, it's so
it's
shit.
a little bit trash. The special summon a dino from your hand. If a dino that it points to is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, you can draw one, and then if it's destroyed, shuffle a normal monster from your grave, and then special summon it back.
This card sucks.
It's a bit shit.
It's a
Yeah.
Link 3.
It's a lot to invest into like a draw and a revival.
yeah.
It's just a bit shit.
A shitload of better cards than this.
Yes. The what are they called again?
If that worked with the scrap engine, would it be better?
No. Still shit.
Yeah, a little bit. Vanquish Soul also get a monster. It's also a little bit meh. So if it gets revealed off one of the effects, it special summons itself, and then it can change the battle position of the monster on the board, and then it can also search stuff except for itself. And then they get a trap as well that's like, I think it's like reveal different numbers to do different things. It's, again, a little bit shit. But it's just another name, which I think is kind of what the deck wants. The most interesting of these, not the best, just the most interesting, is the Nouvelles, the food rituals. They get a pendulum monster. So
That then also makes that pendulum fusion.
I was getting to that, yes.
Yeah.
So the name of this one is Poissonnier de Nouvelle, and part of its effect is that...
Poison.
Poisson.
Poison.
Poisson. And then,
Croissant.
yeah, it does some searchy stuff. Yeah, like it's kind of good for the archetype because it didn't really have a normal summon monster at this stage. It was all due to the rituals and stuff like that. So having a normal summon is pretty good. And then the quick play spell says that you can special summon one of the Paticiel pendulum monsters from your hand, deck, or extra deck. And then it's just integrates the random fusion pendulum that the TCG made a little while back and gives it some purpose. Not good purpose, just purpose.
Enough of a purpose.
Yeah, it just does a thing now, which is fine. So yeah, there's those. Do we have anything else from Age of Overlords?
The what? Oh, the what?
Oh, the Watts.
The
How
what?
the hell could I forget about the Watts?
The
The
what?
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 Who?
So, in
Everyone
some...
be asking what. No one asked who.
Anyway, so in what is probably some of my favorite legacy support that we've gotten in a long time, we have What support. So they get a level 4 tuner. If a monster inflicts damage, it summons itself from the hand. It can also attack directly, and then if it inflicts damage, it then tributes monsters and summons a synchro from the extra deck. So it's kind of like, it's not quite an OTK because the Watts have historically low attack points, but it sort of just cheats out the Tauros, which is the new one. The Tauros, again, when it does damage, shuffles stuff into special summon another Watt synchro, so just do a bunch of damage. But the best part of it is probably the new continuous spell, Watt Kingdom. So your opponent can't activate effects of any of the monsters in the same column as Watt monsters. And then you can target a Watt monster you control, and then summon a Watt from with a different name from your deck, and then you lose life points equal to its attack.
So is the reason why you liked
If you say something
this
about
legacy
columns,
support because you like Watts? Or because
no,
you like
I've
columns?
I've liked Watts for a long time, but they've been really shit. The synchros in particular, they've always had really nice artwork, and they look really nice in ultis. It's just they've never had anything that propelled them to do anything outside of like, oh, I summon this one and run 5 floodgates and hope for the best.
Okay.
I've always kind of like, well, the column is just gives them another thing. It's not what they're sort of designed to do. It's just helpful.
When the collector's rare Senate Switch buyout.
No, you use electro kinetic something or other, the hand trap that moves columns. That way it can do it quick.
Am I imagining that we got a Senate Switch collector's rare?
I don't know if we got it in collectors. There was definitely a reprint of it, but I don't know if it ever came in collectors. I hope they didn't. I hope they didn't waste shiny cardboard on that nonsense.
That would be funny.
It would have been real funny, but
That would have been possibly the most worthless collector's rare they've ever released.
You didn't even say the tuner's name.
No,
I did.
rare and common.
You said
Okay.
it's a level 4 tuner. You didn't,
Oh, I just didn't show
I
you.
said its name then, didn't I?
you didn't say.
Is it called level 4 tuner?
Is it called tuna?
No, it's called fish.
No such thing as a fish, Ben.
Tuna.
There is.
No,
Yeah.
It's what?
no.
This is a fish.
That is absolutely not a fish. It's barely a dragon, I'll grant you that, but it is not a fish. Anyway,
It's got scales.
What dragon?
Huh?
What dragon?
what?
Dragon needs nuts.
Ha, funny. So, moving on to the Battles of Legends. So, thanks to some YouTubers that were sent product, we have
Still
some
not me.
rarity. Correct.
Where's my product?
So, we have some leaks of some rarities, particularly the collector's rares. Oh, sorry, no, quarter century rares.
25th anniversaries.
Quarter century rare,
Oh,
actually.
whatever.
Well, you were correcting me,
No.
so I was correcting you,
No,
correcting me,
No,
you basic
mine, it's
bitch.
25th anniversary.
Quartzy Razies.
Quartzy raresies. So, in quarter century secret rare, we have Armed Neos, which is garbage, Assault Synchron, which is obnoxious, Extort Hydra, which is like some new fusion
It's
thing. Yeah, it's kind of shit.
Kinda.
I don't think this list has been super updated. Dad? Oh, yes, that's very helpful. Yes.
God's on this. He's been doing background research yet.
Volcanic Shell for reasons.
it
That's
got
weird.
Today.
Dark
makes
Arm
sense.
Dragon, Spiral Quick Fix, Danger Nessie.
Yeah,
That's
got
quite a
released
good one.
Today.
I can't remember what that one is.
Foxy Toon.
Foxy Toon?
Foxy
I thought so.
Toon, yes.
Dante, which we knew. Ptolemaeus, which was leaked. Zeus and IP. I think, again, both of those we knew. Dark Hole and Terraforming. Those are some quite nice ones.
Yes.
Until they ban terraforming.
Yes. Yes.
That will come.
Mobilize Engage, but it appears that they're doing the alt art
alt
as
art.
opposed to the OG, which makes
Yeah.
no sense. Rite of Aramasir, which is fine. The TCG only ever used it for one deck, and then that one deck got banned, and then it went away forever.
Yes.
Every now and then.
Welcome Labyrinth. Big Lady for
Wait,
Labyrinth.
sorry, go back. Did you say that one deck got banned?
Yes.
Never did. No. Rights of Armasia, that whole engine's completely legal.
I know it is, but the deck they were using it in, which is what I was referring to, did.
Which deck was that?
Prankits.
I thought you were going to say another deck. I'm proud of you.
Anyway, Welcome Labyrinth, Bestial Lebellion, and
Reprint.
Silver Lady Big Dude Woman thing. That one. I don't know what it's fucking called. Yeah.
The most expensive reprint.
Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle.
No, so this card is in Secret Rare in the set.
No, it's not.
I saw it in MSTV's pack opening.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, it just doesn't say
So,
it.
so Welcome Labyrinth,
So-
Big Welcome Labyrinth, and Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle are all getting reprinted as normal. Some of these are only available as Quarter Century Secret Rares.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Bellion.
Yeah, Lebellion is one of those.
Ah, okay.
She is not.
Yeah, I could.
Go far.
So I swear, because I had seen it in the pack opening, and then every website that put up pre-orders didn't put that card up for pre-order, and I was like, did I imagine this? But now,
Is that 25?
No,
Yeah.
there's still 6 left.
So yeah, there's not the whole list. We still don't know 6 of them because they are doing 25 of them, obviously. Outside of that, there's some
Railtop?
decent reprints as well.
Go an ulti.
Railtop?
Ah, the old one, yeah.
Which is that?
Railtop?
Did we get a Railtop?
There is one.
Oh, the one that it was gold, right? When they did it the first time. Surely they're
I
not
don't
doing that
think
again.
they've done it.
Also,
I don't know.
one Quarter Century Secret Rare is more than enough for an archetype. They do not need multiple, even though Labyrinth have 2. I hate that. I don't know why they did that.
I was gonna build Labyrinth, but I realized there's still more stuff that's expensive, and I was like, nope, I'm good. Not gonna touch it. Bye.
I'm surprised none of the, this duality card isn't there yet.
It could be.
Yeah,
It could be,
give
yeah.
it time.
but-
The card's kind of nuts. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
doing some shenanigans with
Pre-order your
that.
dualities?
No, I haven't. I
I'll just pick
had
them
to
up.
keep money aside for drinking in barrel.
Who's
So,
done them?
huh?
I do.
Brian pre-ordered his dualities.
So we have some V-Jump promos that are coming as well. We've got one that's for synchros, level 5 that special summons itself if you control synchro, and then if a synchro declares an attack, you can banish it to have a gain attack. And then a really terrible spellcaster. It's like if a card's discarded from your opponent's hand while it's on the board, it does damage, and then if it's destroyed in battle and sent to the graveyard specifically, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Not particularly great. I
card's
feel like
bastard.
it's just anime sort of filler nonsense. What is more exciting though is that we do have a hint of one of the upcoming V-Jump promos, which is a retrain of Brinac.
Gee, have you not learned anything from all these recent retrains? They suck.
What last V-Jump retrain was bad?
The Dandelion retrain?
That's true.
And the other one?
That one was less a
The
retrain.
Trishula?
The Trish was a good...
The Trish was
thing in
busted at
some
the time
decks.
it was released.
Yeah. It was quite good in Thunder Dragon.
Was it better than any other Thunder Dragon card though?
No, it was just a good utility piece for him.
Not busted.
However, this card's just going to say, I don't know, shuffle cards you control in the deck equal to the amount most times Brinac got errated.
Look, I have hope that it'll be good. Also, coming up, this appears to be for the OCG, but they've got 3 reprints announced for the Red Dragon Archfiend structure,
Yes.
which would be Psy Reflector, Danger Nessie, and Danger Chupacabra.
That's fine. Give the cards.
It's decent.
Give the reprints.
We didn't get Nessie in the Dark World one, did we?
No, we got
It was Bigfoot,
Snake?
Snake, and Mothman?
I don't know. I've got 3 open structure decks just sitting on my desk and I haven't
Yeah.
touched them.
I did miss this from Age of Overlord too. They're trying yet again to make Octodic playable. So they get a level 10.
This one's good.
It is good.
It hard locks you in Ogdoadic. Why would it not be good?
No, it just locks you into reptiles.
Better!
You can make the alien link.
You could.
Yeah.
Or the
And
alien
nothing else.
synchro. There's heaps of reptile support.
Name
I feel
5.
like
Name 5.
Snake Rain, not in the list.
The Snake Rain count as 4 different parts of support.
you're sending 4 different snakes to the graveyard.
Exactly.
It's pretty good.
Snake.
It's pretty good.
Snake Rain and the 4 snakes you sent off it. There's the 5 cards.
So yeah, if it's special summon, you target a monster in your graveyard and special summon it, and it doesn't really take much to special summon it either. Once your opponent does anything from their hand or deck to the graveyard, it special summons itself.
Special summons itself?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then hard locks into reptiles. Why was that there? Didn't need to be there. Just give them all the extenders in the world. It's fine.
Maybe don't do that.
Give them a generic soul charge.
They also get a quick play spell that's like tribute a reptile you control and use special summoning Dodic tokens up to like for every 2 levels it has, you special summon 1 token. Don't really understand it. I know there's a couple cards in Ogdoadic that revolve around having tokens, but outside of like being link fodder to make reptile plays, kind of eh. But yeah, hopefully this will actually propel the deck to do something that means something, because at the moment it's doing fucking
Wasn't
nothing.
the one good way to play that deck by mixing it with Invoked?
Yes, and even then it was fucking awful.
Yeah, but now it locks you out of playing the Invoked package.
Only if you summon that dude. And you only summon that dude if your opponent does something from hand or deck.
So you're telling me that this support was useless?
It does stuff off turn. It's fine.
Eh.
I don't know.
So does Rescue Ace Impulse.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Bum, 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 bum.
But anyway, moving on to our Discord. If you weren't aware, we do have a Discord. Link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Ooh, is it new questions? Oh, no, I haven't. I thought it was a new question. There is not. Makes me sad. So, first question this week comes to us from IR Cool Guy. Why Konami no put Ding Dong in Battles of Lagan?
Well, you see, if they put Ding Dong in Battle of Legend,
Lagan.
maybe the card game might get taken away from us. Never put Ding Dong in Battle of Legend.
Yeah, it does seem like a missed opportunity, but at the same time, I really don't want people running around with that kind of stuff.
Well, they didn't know that they were going to unban Ding Dong.
True, they
Yeah.
did not know this in advance.
They
Couldn't, they
do
couldn't
it the night
possibly
before.
think in advance that these things were going to happen. How can you possibly think for them to, like, do these things in advance?
Sometimes society's been pretty progressive. They unbanned Ding Dong, and now everyone can play with their one Ding Dong.
Even though it sucks.
It's fun. You can play with your Ding Dong while you're having your Gold Pride. Gold Pride, baby.
Fuck off, bro.
Moving right along. 696 asks, what is your favourite reprint or rarity bump from the new Battles of Legend set?
Reprint.
Rebellion.
Yeah, look, as much as I would like a $400 thing that I sent to the bin and someone maybe once, I kind of like the Dark Hole quarter century rare.
Yeah, Dark
That
Hole's
looks
nice.
really nice.
Dark Hole's nice.
Yeah.
IP's also nice because I can laugh at everyone who bought a Starlight for $2,000.
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of reprints that I like in this set. I
What
like
about
a lot
Zeus?
of the new cards. Zeusen? Yeah. If it's cheap, I might get it.
I'm gonna say Italy.
Ibly.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's gonna be one. It's one of the 6 that we don't know.
Nightmare Corruptor
Nah,
Ibly.
I'm not about that. I
Yeah.
think you're wrong.
No, that's it. Italy.
In
Yeah.
that case, Nightmare Mermaid.
Imagine.
Nah,
People would
terraforming.
lose their shit. Imagine if they did that. Imagine if they just picked a bunch of band... Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, no. They've done that. Okay. I had a really terrible feeling for a second. The last 6 would just be the 5 pieces of Exodia and, like, Monster Reborn.
They did that already. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
worry about it. Don't
that'll
worry
be
about it.
fine.
Don't
I
worry
It'll
about
be
it.
already
fine.
did that.
Next...
However,
Mhm.
those were in Starlight Rare, not
Yeah.
in Quarter of a Century Rare.
Ah, yes.
Also, they're printing them in Quarter of a Century Rare in the Megatons, so you don't need to stress about it.
Sorry?
Sorry. They're printing them in Quartzy Raresies.
Ah,
in-
Quartzy Raresies,
in the
okay.
Megatons.
Quartzy
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love
Sorry.
me some Quartzy Raresies.
I had to, got mixed up there.
696 also asks...
I didn't have an answer.
Because you said you didn't think you liked any of
I
them,
don't
so I
really
thought
like
the question was
any of the
done.
reprints, but it has a lot of good new cards. I'm happy with this set.
It's not a bad set. It's still lacking that same oomph that the very first Battles of Legend had.
Like, if I wasn't so convinced that this set was going to be shit, I would have got a case. But now it's not shit. I probably should have pre-ordered a case.
It's all right. The way that our stock at our store works, you probably wouldn't be getting it for a while anyway.
No, we finally got it today.
It's fine. Just ship it to another store. By the way, so we got our product today.
But no OTS.
That does mean that the store it got shipped to just kept the OTS.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because they all got shipped. All of our stuff got shipped to a different store, and I was like, I can guarantee that when it gets shipped back to us, they ain't sending back the OTS. They didn't.
Actually horseshit. Like, we've waited so long for that.
Thanks,
It felt
Icon.
like we had the last set, which we also complained about, the last OTS, for such a short amount of time, so it feels like even longer since we've actually
Because
had
we
any
only get
relevant
a month's
OTS.
supply.
That's the thing. If Jay got what he asked for, there should have been 200 packs of OTS in that
Yes.
lot. And if that's the case, the other store's just taken 2 months worth of... No, 4
Yes.
months worth of our stuff, because it's only meant to be 50.
Yes.
Actually shit. I fucking hate this new OTS system. It's garbage. Fix it.
New?
It's
Not
relatively new.
We haven't got an OTS for months.
Anyway, next question from 656 is, after a big night drinking, what is your go-to for hangover reduction? Is it a tack spew before going to sleep? Is it a late night kebab on the way home? Or hair of the dog?
It's
or other?
apparently just do a podcast like at midday the next day. Like, that's where we're at now.
Wait, you're hungover?
Incredibly.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do last night?
I probably got like 3 hours sleep last night.
Jesus.
Yeah.
For me, I like a late night pide.
Pide clown?
Didn't hear the
Wait.
question.
What?
What's the? Isn't there? Is it?
Are you okay?
Powerade, Panadol, maybe a pie.
Yeah, Powerade the next day is quite good. Also, Macca's Coke and Sprite.
Is this hangover cures?
Yeah.
Banana.
Ugh.
Don't know.
Fruit and vegetables is not a cure for anything. Don't ask your doctor about that.
According to Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube, Pide Kwehe, it's a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Yes, the best cure for a hangover
Oh, no,
is
I clicked the
a
link.
terrible vanilla fusion.
Pide Kwehe! Go.
Sleep. I don't know.
Next.
That's not a cure for anything. Other
I
than
have to
being
edit the
tired.
podcast after this. I want to go to sleep.
Don't. Do it tomorrow.
Next question is from Jesse.
It's on time.
Yeah, it has to. Yeah, yeah.
It has to be done. It has
yeah.
to be done immediately after this.
Oh.
Yeah. Next question is from Jesse. What do you guys think about the Wizards doing the Lord of the Rings and the One Ring, inflating collectors boosters just to chase a 1 of 1?
I have a hunch that it's not actually going to be in a regular collector's booster. It's going to be in one of the packs that they're releasing in a month. So you can buy collector's boosters now.
Yeah.
In a month's time, they're releasing a gift pack set that it can also be found in.
Ah.
I think they're just going to put
Sell
it in
this
there.
product.
Well, as a business thing, it makes no sense to release it in the first run, does it? Because
Yeah.
if someone pulls it in the first run,
They
then
ain't
your
gonna buy it
gift
in the second
sets-
run.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
mm.
So I would just don't purchase the current ones.
Yeah. As a concept, though, it's kind of cool, but it's also like I feel like they kind of needed something like this to get people back into investing into modern format.
I think that this stuff isn't legal for standard.
Disregard what I said there.
It's legal for modern, but modern's the version of the game people actually play.
So
this-
standard's
it's
the one
not-
they want them to play.
This is not a standard legal set.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. But I'm pointing off camera because there's a bunch of it just right here. But yeah, so I'm gonna buy one of those gift packs. I'm gonna buy my lottery ticket. We'll see what happens.
It does feel a lot like that when you're like thinking about buying this product. Just like, oh,
Yeah.
how many should I buy in order to get this 1 of 1?
I'm gonna buy one.
What's
gonna
the
crack it.
bounty on it at the moment? Like $3 million?
2 million euro. So like 3.2 for us, I think.
Insane. Imagine just
this-
sitting down and opening your gift pack and it's just, oh, this is $3.5 million.
How do you deliver something like that? Like, would you just personally deliver it?
The way that I've seen it is like they'll pay for your flights to bring it to them.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
But that's still a case
for
of
a
like,
Tuesday.
oh, I'm just going to hop on a fucking
How do you come back?
Qatar Airways flight with $3.5 million sitting in my pocket.
Yeah. Or do you have it in the top loader and you just hold it to your
No,
chest
no.
the entire trip?
No, the card gets the first class seat. And you're sat in economy. Can I get you another beverage, Mr. One of One, the One Ring?
So, like, this also kind of pisses me off that the tile is sold for so low, given... I don't actually think anyone's going to pay out that much for this. I think it's all talk to promote people's stores.
Yeah, there is
I-
that.
I haven't looked into it, but is there somebody actually wanting it for that money?
Yeah,
or
there's
is
a
it
shop
just...
in Spain's offering €2 million.
Okay.
I think it's a bluff to get attention. I don't think they're actually going to pay $2 million. But if they pay the money, I'd be like, why did you not just buy the Tyler as well? Are you going to piss away that much money on a one of one card? Just buy the card that was available 2 months ago for a quarter of the price.
But I guess Magic's higher up on compared to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Depends.
Yeah,
Depends where you
I
go.
suppose in terms of collector's value, Magic does tend to hold high values.
They also weren't taking bids for the Tyler outside of the US. Like, why would you not? You just
true.
organize a shell bid if you actually genuinely after it. Like, I'm surprised some Japanese collector didn't just pay out the ass for it. Like, why not?
Next question comes to us from Froguy. What do you guys think about nostalgia support in Yu-Gi-Oh? I know people moan about the pile of DM and hero cards that exist, but I find it nice that even decks like Watts can get cards years later.
So, I don't have an issue with legacy support as an entire situation. I have an issue with shit legacy support.
Yes,
Like,
this is the same point I was going to bring up.
If you're gonna do legacy support that's shit, it's just pack filler.
Yep.
There is no point in doing it. Like, I'd rather you give, like, decent support to a bunch of old decks than give heroes their 30-second fusion that doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah. That's the biggest issue I've always found as well, is that, like, when they throw in, like, the DM and the Blue Eyes, well, Blue Eyes has been generally okay, but, like, yeah, DM support, hero support,
You got the Egyptian god support in the tin.
the support, the fucking god
Yeah.
support.
True.
Like, it's all just been really subpar, and it's like you're going out of your way to design them badly, like putting restrictions on them that don't need to exist, or giving them things that they don't actually need. So I have got no problem with cards getting decent support, like the Watt stuff. The Watt stuff was fine for what the deck wants to do. It gives them the 2 monsters on board, which was always a big struggle for fucking Watts anyway.
Yeah.
And it lets them do a thing. Like, that should be what the goal of legacy support always is like, what does this deck want to do? How can we actually make it better at doing that? It doesn't always need to be busted. Like, we don't need a 2024 like top tier Blue Eyes deck running around. It just needs to be good enough.
So, hear me out. Tournament idea.
Uh-oh.
It's a legacy support tournament where you can only play decks that have received one wave of legacy support.
Only
Just
one?
one.
Just one.
Okay.
One wave of legacy support.
Blackwing, no.
What
No, it's had 2
classifies it as legacy? How?
Well, like what?
Yeah, but like, say,
Like 10 years later, they've gotten another.
okay, so it has to be quite an old archetype.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, we ain't having fucking. What just got one card of support that came out a year ago. Something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
referring to.
like-
I wouldn't mind the idea of that.
Like, in Makanko wouldn't count. Because
Yeah.
we've just gotten. We have Makanko and then we've gotten this new one card. That doesn't count. We're talking like old decks, got a little bit of support. That's it. Like, I'm not sure what would be broken in that format, but I think that'd be a fun tournament idea.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
We would still have to run the current ban list, I'm guessing.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you could just bring back Spiral.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. We don't want that. Also, that hasn't got legacy support.
Yeah, that hasn't got legacy support.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, decks that are being...
Actually, that's a good thing. That's never gotten legacy
Yeah.
support, and I never want it. The only thing that thing's gotten is just random changes on the ban list every so often.
It has Spy Girl.
Yeah, that should be the legacy support. Errataing that card so it actually does something.
They just release Spy Gals.
Yeah,
Hit me
just
out,
a whole...
Konami. Just release a whole archetype called Spy Gal.
I mean, it's catering to the masses. It integrates with Spiral in theory, and it's women. seems like a win-win based on your current run of what you do.
I kind of want to look at Scrap Spiral. Like, Scraps would be a good deck for this tournament. You have
Yeah.
Scraps, you got
Yeah,
Raptor,
you got
there's your
Raptor.
Legacy support.
Scrapped up.
You have 1 round of Legacy support, off you go.
I'm gonna try and figure out what deck I can play.
We should build these. Let's build these decks.
I want to wait until after Duelist Nexus, because then the deck that I actually want to play will be
What deck's that?
Unchained.
Unchained. Linky.
I don't like that.
Yeah, well, shut up.
You're ruining the spirit of it, Jake.
I'll use shush. Anyway,
Is that
last
10
question.
years?
It has a Link monster in its main archetype. I don't think that's...
It has 3!
I think that should rule it out.
Anyway, last question comes to us from
Pre-Link
Zinthonian.
era.
Oh, for God's sake, how many restrictions are you putting on this? Why are you restricting us, Konami man?
No Link, no XEs, no Secret.
So, last question comes to us from Zinthonian. Oh, hang on. Is this a question?
I can play Chimera after Duel Nexus.
Sure.
Yes, Chimera. That
Go ahead.
So, no worry on budget or finding people to participate, but would you make a game show, or if you were to make a game show, what would it involve?
Pandas.
Pandas.
Care to elaborate?
Just be a panda on set. just
We get 5 people, and there's a panda. You'll work the rest out. I'm on lunch.
It's like Wheel of Fortune, but the panda's in the middle of the wheel, and you spin it, and it just kind of sits there still.
This poor panda being tortured, just sitting in the middle of the wheel.
What was that noise?
It was my approximation of a panda on a Wheel of Fortune wheel. I'm sorry if it's not up to your usual audio standards. Anyway, I like the idea of like a escape room game show.
Sure. Is there a panda? There's a panda in the escape room.
Yeah. So when you get to the bit where you unlock the door, there's
There's a
just a
panda
panda.
And then you run. I don't know. 'Cause
No,
people are scared
I
of
don't know.
it.
Do you need to run from pandas? I feel like they're generally fairly gentle.
Okay, hear me out. Okay, escape room. Everyone is afraid of pandas. You can only be on the game show if you're afraid of pandas.
Why have you fixated on pandas?
I don't know. I'm running with it.
It's a panda.
Add something to this panda show, Kurt.
I don't know.
What's going on in the panda show?
You need to know facts about pandas, otherwise you can't get through.
Yeah, all the escape rooms panda themed.
Yep.
Tell me 3 things about pandas, Ben.
Pandas eat bamboo.
They climb trees.
So there'll be a bamboo puzzle. Yeah, they eat trees.
They exclusively eat bamboo.
Yeah. They're black and they're white.
Red.
Yes, what an
Yeah,
interesting
red-
fact that
there's-
not anyone would know by looking at a
The
panda.
red pandas.
They're not a panda!
It's in the name.
Red panda.
There's lots of things that have part of a name, but they're not the thing.
What about panda support in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, we're treasure panda support.
Yeah, where's my treasure panda support? Fuck you, Konami. Wait, wasn't treasure panda support for something else?
Probably.
Exodia?
Yeah, it was Exodia support. It was pretty good Exodia support.
It was.
It's pretty damn good.
Anyway, that does conclude us very much for today. Thank you all for watching and listening. If you, again, haven't joined already, jump into our Discord, link will be in the description below. Like, subscribe, favourite us on your streaming service, and we will catch you all again next week. Peace.